Hi everybody, it's Kara and I wanted to do a video today and give you a little bit more information about these two notebooks that I have right in front of me. They are both Roterfaden Gleite. That is German. I'm doing my best to pronounce that correctly. I apologize if I didn't. I have had these for a few days now and I've kind of played with them a little bit. I've looked at different information on their website. I went back and looked at the emails that I had exchanged with one of their customer service people, and I've compiled all that information into some videos for you. This is the first one. This is going to be all about the size and the exterior options that you have should you want to get one of these. Now, I do want to give you just a little bit of background information. The first thing I want to tell you is that I initially saw these on Instagram. So if you go on Instagram and hashtag Roterfaden, you will probably see lots of pictures of them. A lot of them mainly about the brown. That seems to be one of the more popular colors. And that's what initially kind of got me interested. And I really tried to avoid looking at it because, you know, I just felt like I had more than enough notebooks and journals, you know, all that good stuff. But eventually I went looking on YouTube and sadly didn't find that many videos where the person who did the video spoke English, which totally makes sense because this is a German product. So, you know, it's not unusual that there wouldn't be that many out there. Because of that, though, I had a few questions and I contacted the company, and in kind of the course of corresponding with them, they offered to let me have a discount on whatever I ordered if I would kind of do a review and share with all of you my thoughts about their product. And I've had that happen before where someone wants to send me something for free or give me kind of a discount on it. And I always want to put that out there for you guys so you're aware of that. And I always like to let the company know that that doesn't really influence my opinion, good or bad, about the company. And I just like to be as transparent as possible. So that's the first little piece of information I want to give you. The second is just a little bit of information about this company. I am relatively new in finding them, like I've mentioned, but they have actually been around since around 2006. Next year is actually going to be their 10th anniversary, so they're actually changing up things a little bit. Some of the interiors are going to be different, and we'll talk about that in the next video. But they're actually a company that's, you know, like I said, been here for about 10 years, which I think is pretty cool. And so far, I'm pretty impressed with the quality of their product, and I wanted to give you more information about them so that if you want to go and check them out and possibly purchase one, you have a little bit of information. I will say that, in my opinion, this is a product that should last you a long time. It's, so far, in my opinion, very well made, pretty high quality, and it's an investment piece. It's not, you know, inexpensive. That said, I don't think it's outrageous. I want to say that the larger size, which this one is an A5, this one is an A6, I think the A5 is going to be around $130, and this one is going to be around $100. Now, I say around because it somewhat depends on some of the options you pick, and I'll tell you about that in just a little while. The options that you can choose are the interior and exterior, and also the number of clips that you have, and all of those things impact the price. And of course, it's going to depend on whether you make one yourself through the company in Germany, or if you order a pre-made one. The company in Germany sells the pre-made special edition ones, and there's also a company here in the US, which I will put down a link down below for, if you're interested in getting a pre-made one. You may like the colors in those just fine. I really wanted to try that gorgeous interior color, so I used, I think, what they call their configurator and chose my own. So, like I said, the company is in Germany. It's all of the parts of it are German made, and the name, which I don't think I've mentioned, basically means, Roterfaden means red thread, and Gleite means bag companion. So this is obviously meant to house your inserts and be, carried with you. It's meant to be used and loved. You can use it as a planner, you can use it as a journal, you could use it as an art journal. Obviously, it's got a variety of options. I'm going to do probably about 4 videos initially and give you information about the exterior, interior, the inserts, and then how I finally decided to initially set mine up. So, like I've mentioned, there are different sizes. This is the A5, this is the A6. The A6 will hold notebooks that are about 4 by 6 or smaller. So this would hold a field note size notebook. This is an A5, so it would hold notebooks that are about 5.5 to about 8.5. So if you can see with this ruler, let's see, there's 4 inches right there, okay? And there is 6 right about here, okay? Now, when you open this one up and you compare it, obviously the A6 is considerably smaller than the A5, so if you're only purchasing one, you could kind of take that size into consideration. As I mentioned, just to show you guys, this is 6 inches by 8.5, okay? So this notebook would hold like the May Designs size notebook. Now, as I did say, they do have their own inserts as well, and I'm going to show you those in a later video. There is a third larger size available, and that is an A4. I didn't really want anything bigger than the A5, so I didn't get that, but you can check that out on their site should you be interested in it. Now, like I said, there are 2 ways to order your Roterfaden. You can order one of the pre-made special editions, or you can use their configurator and order it from the company in Germany, which is what I did. And that allowed me to pick the exteriors that I wanted. So this small A6 one is the black leather. It is very, very smooth feeling. It feels like suede to me. It's really nice, and you can probably tell as I'm doing the video that I'm constantly kind of feeling it. It's really nice. I really like it. Now the larger one is the dark brown. It's beautiful, and I really enjoy both of them. They both feel very similar. Obviously the big difference is their color. Now, if you wanted to choose your own exterior, you have 3 leather options. You have the dark brown, the black, and then you have the light brown. They were nice enough to put this together for me. And you can see it's kind of a more golden brown color. It feels just as smooth as the other 2, okay? Really nice. Now, the other option, if you're choosing your own exterior, is something called dance floor. It's literally dance floor material. Here it is. I was really interested in it when I saw it on the site, but I was just too nervous to order it because I didn't know what it was going to feel like. But they were nice enough to send me samples. They have it in 4 colors. They have it in pigeon blue, black, red, and green, okay? And I can tell you it's very slick, smooth material. It's very bendy material. Obviously it's going to be backed. It's going to have an interior when you get one of these made from it. But it's pretty cool. And I will say the thing that is nice about this is that, if this gets dirty, you can actually clean the exterior of it with a little bit of dish soap or a little bit of glass cleaner. So that's kind of cool. Now, obviously the leather, you're not going to be able to do that with, and their leather is vegetable dyed, and it's done without the use of heavy metal, which I think is a good thing. But it is leather. So if you are someone who doesn't like leather, this is an option if you want to choose your own exterior, okay? Now, the other option is one of their pre-made or special edition options, and there are 4 that I saw. This is printing blanket, this is leather WK12, this is recycled dark gray leather, and recycled light gray leather. Let me tell you a little bit about them. So the printing blanket is the one that honestly, if I go back and get another one, even above the dance floor, I'm probably going to try this one because it's from print offices where they've made tons and tons of different prints. texts and geometric designs and things like that. And it's that material. Hopefully you can kind of see that. And so you don't really know what you're going to get. The colors on this are going to vary because it all depends on the printing blanket material. And if you go on their website, which again I will link below, you'll see what I mean. There's lots of different options and they're just really cool looking. For me personally, I think this would be an awesome option if you want an art journal, just because it's going to be kind of different and unique and fun, and I really like the option. And if I do get another one of these, that will probably be what I do, just because I'm really intrigued by it. Now this one is also leather, but hopefully you can see it's got more of a textured kind of grainy look to it, and it's a lot thinner. So when they use this one, they actually don't use this elastic band on it. Okay, so they don't put that on it. What they actually have in it is two pen loops that if you put your pen or pencil in there can hold the binder together. Okay, so that's another option. And then they have these two options of the recycled leather, the dark gray and the light gray. And initially this is the one, the dark gray, I was really interested in, but I just wasn't sure about it because, I hadn't seen recycled leather before. And the person that I was emailing, who I believe is named Misha, actually explained it really well. It's basically feeling like kind of linen material. It's got just a slight textured feel to it. It doesn't feel really rough or anything. It's just got a little bit of a textured feel to it. And then this one's a little bit smoother than the dark, but that's kind of how they look. And hopefully you can kind of see it even looks a little bit more textured. Basically, these two recycled pieces are made from pieces of other leather. It's shredded and then it's compressed back into this material. So they're not really, they're not wasting anything. They're, using all the pieces. So those would be your options for the pre-made. There aren't a ton of customizable options here. I do think one of them might have a choice with the interior, but you'll need to look online for that specifically. Now, something else I did want to mention. A lot of these covers, if you're interested, can be engraved. So like, for example, if you look on the back here, you can see how it says Roterfaden, right? And on the back here, okay? So those are options if you want to. I'm not a big one typically for engraving or embossing things. I like mine simple, but that is an option. So those are all of the things that I wanted to tell you about the interior, or exterior, sorry. Remember, you can customize and pick, should you want to, from these 7 options on the German website, Roterfaden. Gives you all of those options, or you can choose from the pre-made ones. Now, like I said, I'm going to put the website down for the German company, and I'm going to put a website down below for a company that I know sells these here in the US. I've not shopped with them before, so I can't give you a recommendation, but I know other people have and they really like them. So that's an option for you as well. If you have any questions about the sizes or the exteriors that I've shown you, please leave them down below. Of course, I love to hear your comments as well. I hope you guys are interested in checking these out. I think they're kind of fun, and I think you're going to be really interested when you see the interior as well. So stay tuned for that video. That should be coming up next. Once again, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I hope you're having a great day wherever you're at. Bye, everybody.